Why would a tiny desert nation hand over a $400 million luxury jet to Donald Trump free of charge? In a stunning twist that's shaken Washington, Qatar gifted a Boeing 747-8 to the U.S., sparking outrage, praise, and a wave of ethical and constitutional questions. Here's the shocking truth behind it all. The gift that made headlines. What exactly did Qatar give, and why did it make headlines? In May 2025, President Donald Trump said that the United States government would receive a Boeing 747-8 jet as a gift from the royal family of Qatar. He shared the news on his Truth Social account, calling it a gift free of charge. The aircraft had been used by Qatar's top leaders and is worth between $200 million and $400 million United States dollars, depending on how it is set up and updated. The plane is built with a high level of luxury. It includes private rooms, large sitting areas, and strong communication tools. Trump said this jet could work as a temporary option while the current Air Force One planes, known as VC-25A, are being replaced. These current planes have been flying since the early 1990s and are showing signs of age. Trump also mentioned that the Qatari aircraft could be changed to match the standards of the United States military and security systems. Experts have said this will take a lot of time and effort. His announcement quickly led to arguments in Washington. Some people are worried about how it looks for the United States to take such an expensive gift from another country's leaders. There are also questions about what it could mean for future decisions. Still, Trump said that the country needs a plane that shows its high position in the world. Right now, the Department of Defense and ethics teams are looking into the situation and deciding what should happen next. Who really owns the jet? The United States Department of Defense explained that the Boeing 747-8 jet offered by Qatar was accepted by the government, not by Donald Trump personally. This came after Trump posted on Truth Social saying the plane was being given to the United States Air Force/Department of Defense, not to me. The message was meant to clear up confusion during a sensitive political time. Many people were concerned about the idea of a foreign government giving such a high-end aircraft while the political climate remains tense. Even though the Defense Department tried to clear things up, senior officials shared that there have been talks about possibly transferring the aircraft to the Donald J. Trump Presidential Library Foundation after his term ends. This idea has brought up questions about ethics. People are worried that Trump could continue using the jet after leaving office. Since the plane could be worth up to $400 million United States dollars, the idea has raised concerns about whether it crosses the line between public duty and private gain. The New York Times shared that this plan is similar to what happened with the Reagan Presidential Library, where a retired Air Force One is on display. But in this case, Trump might still use the jet for travel or events, which is not the same as simply showing it to the public. A group called Public Citizen, which focuses on government accountability, said the plan was deeply troubling. They warned that if the transfer is not handled carefully, it could become a major conflict of interest. Legal and constitutional storm. Does this gift violate the U.S. Constitution? The acceptance of the luxury jumbo jet from the royal family of Qatar quickly brought attention to the Foreign Emoluments Clause in the United States Constitution. That clause says federal officials cannot accept gifts from foreign governments without approval from Congress. Legal experts and lawmakers were immediately concerned, pointing out that the gift might go against the Constitution. Representative Jamie Raskin, a constitutional law expert and senior member of the House Oversight Committee, was one of the strongest critics. He introduced House Resolution 410, which asked Trump to share all related plans with Congress. Raskin said the gift should not be accepted unless Congress gave its approval. He explained that the Emoluments Clause was included by the Constitution's writers to stop foreign influence over U.S. officials. A gift like this without any review could go against that purpose. Raskin also proposed an amendment called No Bribe Force One. This would stop federal money from being used to change or support any aircraft given by another country unless Congress allowed it. This amendment was part of a larger group of laws meant to limit gifts that could look like bribes. He warned that if Trump accepted the plane, it could send a message that such gifts are acceptable, which could be dangerous in the future. Representative Richie Torres agreed and pushed for an ethics investigation. He said the jet was the most expensive gift ever given to a president by a foreign government. He believed accepting it without clear approval brought serious ethical and constitutional concerns that needed urgent attention. Qatar's strategic calculations. What might Qatar gain from this gesture? This move fits into Qatar's wider approach of using relationships and business ties to build stronger connections with powerful countries like the United States. Since the Gulf blockade in 2017, Qatar has worked hard to build stronger links with Washington, and this gift reflects those efforts. The timing of the gift came during a major moment in Qatar-US relations. In May 2025, during Trump's visit to Doha, a large economic deal worth $1.2 trillion was announced. As part of that deal, Qatar Airways agreed to buy Boeing planes and GE Aerospace engines for $96 billion. These deals were presented as helpful for both countries, bringing jobs and growth to the United States. In this setting, the plane given to Trump may be seen as more than a personal gift. It could be viewed as a way to show support for someone with strong influence in American politics. Qatar has done similar things before to build its image as a reliable partner in the region. The country has made big investments in U.S. infrastructure, schools, and defense. It also hosts American military bases and helps in solving regional issues. Giving the aircraft matches this pattern of strengthening ties through well-timed gestures. Qatari leaders have not commented on the gift or its meaning. This quiet approach fits with how Qatar handles diplomacy, staying out of the spotlight while working toward long-term goals. By saying nothing, Qatar may be trying to avoid trouble while still moving forward with its plans. Pentagon's role. How will the Pentagon use and modify the jet? The Pentagon has received a lot of attention because of the major changes needed for the aircraft. The Department of Defense confirmed that it received the plane from Qatar and said the process followed all federal rules and regulations. This statement was meant to clear up concerns about legal and transparent handling of the situation. Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall Mink explained that the plane would need a lot of work before it could carry the president. It must be fitted with strong communication systems, defense tools against missiles, and secure systems to support presidential operations. These are important parts of any plane expected to carry the president. Mink said the jet, although very comfortable and stylish inside, does not yet have the key systems required for presidential use. The plane is now in San Antonio, Texas. It is waiting for a full upgrade. Experts believe that even though the plane looks impressive on the inside, turning it into a secure aircraft that meets presidential standards could take several years. The cost could reach hundreds of millions of dollars. Aviation expert Richard Abulafia said the idea of quickly turning the plane into one ready for the president is not realistic. He pointed out that there are many technical and planning challenges in changing a commercial aircraft for this purpose. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth supported the choice to take the plane. He said it was meant to help save money for taxpayers. He also said the Pentagon would make sure all the necessary security changes are completed before the aircraft can carry out its duties. Some people disagree, saying the expensive upgrade process may cancel out any savings. Political fallout. How are politicians and the public reacting? Democratic lawmakers, led by Senator Chris Murphy, brought a resolution to Congress to stop a $1.9 billion arms deal with Qatar. They believe the jet is a sign of improper foreign influence. Murphy called the gift an illegal bribe and said it hurt the honesty of U.S. foreign policy. He said it also went against the Constitution. Senators Bernie Sanders, Tim Kaine, Brian Schatz, and Chris Van Hollen supported him. They said accepting the plane went against American interests and could lead to future problems. Critics think the gift could break ethical rules and might go against the Constitution's emoluments clause, which bars gifts from foreign governments. On the other side, Donald Trump supporters say the gift is a smart way to save money. Trump defended the plane, saying it would save taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars that would have gone to buy a new Air Force One. This message connected with people who worry about government spending and supported the idea that Trump looks for deals that save money. News coverage has been split depending on political views. Right-leaning news groups called the gift a sign of Trump's global success and pointed out the financial benefits of the U.S.-Qatar relationship, including deals in defense and aviation. Liberal and mainstream news groups focused on whether the gift was legal or ethical. They raised concerns about foreign control and threats to democratic rules. The jet controversy highlights deep divides in U.S. politics, raising questions about ethics, foreign influence, and public trust. Should gifts from foreign nations to leaders be allowed at all? Let us know what you think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more straight-to-the-point political breakdowns.